Human psychology is the scientific study of the mind and behavior. Psychologists are actively involved in studying and understanding mental processes, brain functions, and behavior. Positive psychology practices have constructive impacts on people's everyday lives, such as reducing stress and anxiety, increasing resilience, and promoting self-growth, well-being, and quality of life. Here are 15 mind-boggling psychological facts. 1. The brain is the most complex organ in the human body, and it is responsible for controlling all of our thoughts, behaviors, and actions. The brain is the body's most complex organ. There are around 86 billion neurons in the human brain, all of which are in use. Each neuron communicates with many other neurons to form circuits and share information. Proper nervous system function involves the coordinated action of neurons in many brain regions. 2. Our brains are constantly adapting and changing in response to our experiences, a process known as neuroplasticity. It is an umbrella term referring to the brain's ability to change, reorganize, or grow neural networks. This can involve functional changes due to brain damage or structural changes due to learning. 3. Our beliefs and attitudes can significantly impact our behavior and the way we perceive the world around us. Values influence your behavior because you use them to decide between alternatives. Values, attitudes, behaviors, and beliefs are cornerstones of who we are and how we do things. They form the basis of how we see ourselves as individuals, how we see others, and how we interpret the world in general. 4. Emotions play a crucial role in our decision-making processes and can influence our behavior in both positive and negative ways. Emotions shape decisions via the depth of thought. In addition to influencing the content of thought, emotions also influence the depth of information processing related to decision-making. 5. Social support and positive relationships with others can have a significant impact on our mental health and overall well-being. The benefits of social connections and good mental health are numerous. Proven links include lower rates of anxiety and depression, higher self-esteem, greater empathy, and more trusting and cooperative relationships. 6. Stress can have a major impact on our physical and mental health, and it is important to find healthy ways to manage stress. Stress symptoms can affect your body, your thoughts and feelings, and your behavior. Being able to recognize common stress symptoms can help you manage them. Stress that's left unchecked can contribute to many health problems, such as high blood pressure, heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. 7. Our memories are not always accurate, and they can be influenced by a variety of factors such as emotion, stress, and the passage of time. Research shows that emotions can have an effect on your memory. People who are in a positive mood are more likely to remember information presented to them, whereas people who are in a negative mood like sad or angry are less likely to remember the information that is presented to them. 8. Our brains are wired to pay more attention to negative experiences and events, a phenomenon known as negativity bias. The negativity bias is our tendency not only to register negative stimuli more readily but also to dwell on these events. Also known as positive-negative asymmetry, this negativity bias means that we feel the sting of a rebuke more powerfully than we feel the joy of praise. 9. Our thoughts and behaviors are often influenced by unconscious processes, such as biases and prejudices that we may not be aware of. Unconscious bias is triggered by our brain automatically making quick judgments and assessments. They are influenced by our background, personal experiences, societal stereotypes, and cultural context. 10. Our brains have a limited capacity for processing information, and we often rely on mental shortcuts, or heuristics, to make decisions. Heuristics help you to make smaller, almost unnoticeable decisions using past information, without much rational input from your brain. Heuristics are helpful for getting things done more quickly, but they can also lead to biases and irrational choices if you're not aware of them. 11. Motivation plays a crucial role in determining our behavior, and it can come from both intrinsic and extrinsic sources. Intrinsic motivation involves doing something because it's personally rewarding to you. Extrinsic motivation involves doing something because you want to earn a reward or avoid punishment. Both intrinsic and extrinsic motivation are important ways of driving behavior. When you understand the differences between the two types of motivation, you also gain a better understanding of how to encourage people. Knowing how to motivate yourself and others is imperative to getting things done and reaching goals. 12. Our brains are capable of changing and adapting throughout our lives, and it is never too late to learn new skills or make positive changes. Recent research shows that our brains never stop adjusting and changing. Younger people are generally more sensitive to changes in their plasticity. But even seniors can learn new things and boost the plasticity of their brains as well. People who learn a new skill are less likely to develop dementia, which has been linked to the demyelination of your brain. People who actively learn new skills don't give their brains a chance to demyelinate, and their neural pathways are ready for new impulses to travel along them. 13. The brain is sensitive to the effects of drugs and alcohol, and substance abuse can have significant negative impacts on mental health and overall well-being. When someone develops an addiction, the brain craves the reward of the substance. This is due to the intense stimulation of the brain's reward system. In response, many users continue to use the substance. This can lead to a host of euphoric feelings and strange behavioral traits. Alcohol interferes with the brain's communication pathways and can affect the way the brain looks and works. Alcohol makes it harder for the brain areas controlling balance, memory, speech, and judgment to do their jobs, resulting in a higher likelihood of injuries and other negative outcomes. Most PET studies of drug addiction have concentrated on the brain's dopamine system, since this is considered to be the neurotransmitter system through which most drugs of abuse exert their reinforcing effects. 14. The way we think about and perceive ourselves, known as self-concept, can significantly impact our behavior and the way we interact with others. A person's self-perception affects how they communicate with others. If an individual has poor self-perception, they may believe that others view them the same way. A person with low self-esteem might project their insecurities onto others, causing negative interpersonal interactions and poor communication. Our self-appraisal is our perception of our traits and behaviors. It is like looking in a mirror and using our own senses to perceive what we are. We must realize, however, that the perceptual processes that influence our interpretation of others apply to us as well. 15. Our brains are capable of incredible feats of creativity and innovation, and it is important to foster and nurture these abilities throughout our lives. From a cognitive perspective, our brain allows us to voluntarily think of a concept which then triggers another concept, which in turn triggers the next one, and so on, leading to a stream of thought, something that likely doesn't exist in other animals. Creativity and innovation help develop new ways of improving an existing product or service to optimize the business. This also allows entrepreneurs to think outside the box and beyond traditional solutions. Through this opportunity, new, interesting, potential yet versatile ideas come up. A joyful life is an individual creation that cannot be copied from a recipe. I hope you have enjoyed knowing about these amazing psychology facts. Thank you for watching this video. If you loved it, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this.